All right. Yes, sir?
I already have your pajama money.
Pardon?
Your pajama money, I already get it for you.
What shape do I have right here?
Polygon.
It is a polygon, but by definition, it is a quadrilateral. Okay? So this one's. Oh, I remember. I gotta do this. It is a quadrilateral. How many sides are on the quadrilateral? 4 sides, okay? I want you to take and draw a line segment on the figure that divides it into 2 triangles. So take the quadrilateral that is there and divide it into 2 triangles. Okay. You may have done it the way I did, maybe not. Is there more than one way that we could have done it?
Yes.
Okay. What's another way that we could have done it, G?
From the top left.
Could have gone from, if I go with a different color, we could have gone from here, I don't know, pick a highlighter color, over to there, right? So there's 2 ways that it could have been done. Do you agree? Okay. With that being said, now here's the question. I'm going to get rid of that so it doesn't confuse my picture. That's good enough. All right. 2 triangles. What's the degrees of the interior angles of one triangle? Let's go over here with Chase. 180 degrees. So if I got I've got 2 triangles. What is the measurement of the angles of the quadrilateral? 360. Okay. Sum of the interior angle measurements of each triangle is 180. Well, that's terrible. I can't write today. Must be the pajamas. Shouldn't have to be thinking, right? And what is the sum of the interior angle measures of the figure? We said was 360. Okay? Not too hard yet. Agreed? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's take what we know there. What you're going to be asked to do on these pictures is you have to figure out what is the sum of the interior angle measures of these figures. Okay, so in each one of these, you're going to divide, first of all, you have to identify what kind of a polygon it is and the number of sides. Okay? Then you're going to find the sum of the interior angles. You didn't know on the quadrilateral, did you? But when we divided it into triangles, you were able to come up with it, right? So basically, that's what I want you to do with each one of these. You want to identify it, find out the number of sides, and get the total number of the interior angles. And you may work with your shoulder partner. Okay? Who's going? I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I saw it. Saw it on your faces. Okay? Go back to the one that we did, the first one we did. We identified it. We said it was a quadrilateral. We counted the number of sides. We said 4. And we divided that with a line segment into 2 separate triangles. Okay? So on this one, what is the shape in B? What type of a polygon is it? Trapezoided, what's by definition, what's a trapezoid gotta have if it's trap? It's gotta have a set of parallel lines, right? Okay, I wanna know the name of it first. What is B? What is B, Ridley? Pentagon's five-sided, right? Okay, so it is a pentagon. And we just said how many sides? So N stands for sides, and there's 5 of them. Now, you divide it up into triangles. Okay? Okay, so if I'm going to divide this one up into a triangle, what about from here to there? Is that a triangle? Is this shape a triangle?
Yeah.
Okay, so I could call this T1, okay? Okay, and then if I go from here to there, do I have nothing but triangles there now?
Yep.
So I have 3 triangles. So what is the sum of the interior angles of the pentagon? What is the sum of those angles? 540 degrees. Okay? Now do you understand what you need to do on the others? So you do C, D, and E. And pardon? Well, you could have done it a different way, but you're still going to end up with 3 triangles, correct? Okay, that's fine. It's okay if you do it differently. $25. Yeah, because I already graded one, and the bonuses are because they're a half a point each. So. What?
Is a hexagon 7?
6.
Hexagon is 6.
Oh, I was right.
Deca is 10.
Octagon is 8.
Yeah,
What's 7?
I don't
A deca is 7?
No, deca
What
is
is
7.
Oh.
Seven's
Okay.
heptagon. Heptagon. I'm pretty sure.
Good, you got it done? Do them all. Oh, you gotta finish that one. Come on. No, that looked like a rectangle to me.
That's a trapezoid.
Looks like to me.
I did this side. And then
You getting it, Michael? Where'd your partner go today?
He'll be here at 6:30.
At what time?
About 9:30.
Mike, what's he gonna be here at 6:30 for? Nobody else will be here.
Somewhere around there.
Okay, do you feel confident about what you're doing? sign?
Olivia.
Olivia, do you, now you can say no. Do you want to do C?
Sure.
You want to divide it up there? You can bring that with you. And you can freehand it. You don't have to do the whole. She says it's a hexagon, 6 sides, 720 degrees. Do you agree with her?
Yes.
Nice job. Get rid of your gum, please.
Okay.
Okay. Who's 25? Who's number 10? Molly, you want to do D? I notice there's several chewing gum. You need to get rid of it. Thank you. And what's the shape? It sure is. Okay, heptagon, 7 sides, 900 degrees. Okay, everybody agrees with that?
Yes.
Okay, and it could have been divided differently, but you would have come up with the same number of triangles. Who's number 7? Madison, do the next one.
Someone's throwing pencils in my room. Of course, nobody saw anything. So it's 7th grade. So what do I do?
I guess there is a recess. Because, you know what, somebody saw something.
Yeah, well, that's a bunch of people. I saw it when I don't know where it came from.
No, I don't buy that. Somebody knows.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, it's gonna have to be a recess thing, because that's an immature, that's such an immature move.
Alright, so
Okay, Madison says octagon, 8 sides, 1,080 degrees. Do you agree with her?
Yes.
All right. Got that filled out? Now, take the results that you just did and fill in the chart on the next page. Take those results and fill in the chart. Somebody tell me on number 3. Number of triangles on 3? Or on 3 sides is how many triangles? 1 triangle and 180. Okay. 4 sides, 2 triangles.
360.
If it was 5-sided, how many triangles did you divide?
3. 540.
Keep going. Brent, if it has 6 sides, how many triangles did it have? 4, for a total of
720.
side, if it had 7 sides, how many triangles?
5.
5 for a total of how many degrees?
900 degrees.
If it had 8 sides, Joey, how many triangles?
6.
And what's the degrees?
1,080.
Pardon?
1,080.
1,080. What if it had 12 sides? What if it had 12 sides? How many triangles would there be? And what would the measurement of the angles be? Well, if you just look at the table, you can figure that one out. Because we could write, and we will write, an expression here. G, what do you think? How many triangles would be on a 12-sided polygon?
10.
He says 10. And how many, what would the total interior angles be on a 10 triangles?
10,800.
That's
No.
right.
Are you
1,000.
1,800.
I wrote this wrong.
That's what that is.
No, Joe, he said it
I
wrong.
said it wrong.
I wrote what you said. Should be
1,000.
1,800?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 10 times 180, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I took 10.
Okay. Now then,
St. Madison.
write an algebraic expression that you could use to find the sum of any polygon. How would you write that? Using this table, how would I write an algebraic expression that will give it to me every single time?
I know it. You know it too. You did it yesterday. I know it.
So my end result has to equal the total degrees, because that's what I want. Justin, Justin, what do you think?
You do n minus number of triangles. Number of sides minus triangles. The thing, and then you multiply it. Half by 180.
I think you're on the right track. I think you're really on the right track. Shelby,
N minus 2 times 180 equals S. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
n minus 2, where n stands for the number of sides, minus 2, that's got to be in parentheses, because if you don't put it in parentheses, order of operations would tell you to multiply 2 times 180 first. You don't want to do that. So n minus 2 times 180 equals s, or the total number of sides, or the total number of angles. Yeah, the total of the angles. Okay? By what we did, you have actually written, wait a minute, wrong page. You've written the rule. It's exactly what you do. By what we did, you understand why you take the number of sides and subtract it by 2. Because you used it, you did it. And now can you say, yeah, it really does work. If I had 100 sides to that, I don't know what kind of a shape it would be, but if it had 100 sides and it was a polygon, and I subtracted 2 and multiplied by 180, I would know the sum of the angles of that polygon. Interior angles. That's the key. This is interior, because that's all we're working with today, is the interior angles, okay? Find the sum of the interior angle measures of that school crossing sign. You've got a formula now. Cadence, what am I going to do?
I'm gonna do 5 minus 2.
Which gives me what? 540 degrees. Good. Getting the formula. N minus 2 times 180 equals the S. The sum. Okay? Everybody get this? Fist of 5. Can you use the formula? I mean, we're just plugging it in right now, right? Okay. Now, if I know the formula, which we said was n minus 2 times 180, can I find what this missing angle would be?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a few minutes. Didn't you wear pajamas last year? You absolutely have to. Don't normally during discussion, but. What's the measure of x? Have you got it yet? How many of you got it? Well, I'll give you a little bit more time. I'll give you a little bit more time.
Jeez, I got it.
Lindsay, what'd you get?
122.
Lindsay says x equals 122 degrees. How'd you get it? What'd you do?
I took 7 minus 2. That's 5 times 180. That equals 900.
You said 900 equals the s, or the total, okay? Then what'd you do?
Then I added all those numbers right there together.
Okay, so then you took the 115, plus 145, plus 140, plus 120, plus 130, plus x, technically.
That's
Okay.
128.
This one,
Yeah.
okay, wait a minute. 115, 145, 140, I skipped the 128.
Ours was 778.
And all of those equal 778 plus x equals 900, right?
Yeah. Then you take 900, subtract 778.
Good. Good. That is what we would do. Now I'm going to tell you, because we're going to go over the test here, the quiz that we just did in a few minutes. This one only asked me to find the value of x. That would be good. I would have finished it, right? But if it says to find the angle measurements of the polygon, how many points could that be worth?
A lot.
8,
10.
9, 10.
9.
1, 2,
Nine.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh.
There are 7 angles there that would need to be listed, and that killed many of you on your quiz. Because the quiz we just did, you didn't list the angles. You only found the one, but didn't list the angles, which is what it asked for. And I remember talking about that, so we'll talk about that in a minute. So if it says to find the measures of the angles, You got to give it all. Okay? Anybody not understand where this came from? Okay? I want you to write this down, because this is your assignment. And notice I'm saying read carefully. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I know it could be worth a lot of points. I know that it's a very short assignment, but if you don't list the angle measures when you're asked to, you're going to lose a lot of free points. Because that one that we just did would be worth 7 points, and they give you 6 of them. 6 of them. Okay? Now, you're going to be doing the same thing, but I want you to put your homework away because I'm going to give you your quiz.